I moved to Australia in 2012 into Sydney. From there, I set up the band in its original form and started recording with a drummer. Eventually, we kind of called it a day and then moved up to Sunshine Coast. Basically finished the first album more or less on my own. I had a bit of help from what Jules had recorded on drums and another drummer who came in and did a couple of tracks and then did the rest of it myself. So that really started the basis for the band. And then with that being finished, I put it out on Spotify and everything and invited people to come and play the songs with me.
To peruse it, yeah.
That's pretty much where the band in its current form started.
I thought maybe it had a bit more of a birth before you took it on the road yourself, before you moved up here.
Yeah.
In New South Wales, but maybe it was a lot more.
There was a band called Total Radio Silence with the original songs, and like I say, we recorded a few of those songs and released them in previous forms. We went through 2 or 3 bassists, a couple of guitarists as well, but it was mainly a 3-piece in Sydney. And we played a few gigs and we won a battle of the bands, so we did all right. But yeah, it got to a point where it just wasn't really going anywhere, and we called it a day. And then, amazingly, it picked up again when we moved back here.
Yeah, I suppose. Did you always envision TRS to be a 4-piece, or were you happy with it as a 3?
I envisioned it as a 4-piece. In previous bands, whenever I've done a 4-piece band, it's typically been. That's not necessarily true, but it's been more me as a second guitarist to another singer. And whenever I've been in a band with me fronting it, I've struggled to find another guitarist that gels with me and gives the music what I'm after. So yes, I wanted it to be a 4-piece, but
you didn't want someone playing on top of you.
In Sydney, I didn't want someone playing on top of me. They just didn't. They were like a shredder or something, and they were like, "Oh, you're a rock band." Then I'll bring in shredding, and I'm like, I don't really want shredding in this kind of music. It's not.
Yeah.
Not really what I'm going for.
Anyone who knows it will know that it's not.
Yeah.
That's not what it is.
I didn't really. Yeah, we just struggled to find a guitarist that really worked with it, and it worked fine as a 3-piece. So we carried on. But when I recorded the album, it really. I layer the guitars, so
yeah.
There's probably room for 3 or 4 guitarists if we wanted to, but no, we're not going to go that silly. So it was good to find Matt, and he works really well with the band. So.